Hello all. In the last lecture we have seen about the tree data structure. A tree which has a root and later nodes are connected to it in a hierarchical manner. That helps you to arrange the data which is generally follows the hierarchy or a kingdom kind of arrangement. So it has a root, it has intermediate nodes and the last nodes called as leaf. We have also seen several terminologies related to that. That is root node, leaf node, siblings, path, height of a tree, depth of a tree. All these definitions we have seen in the last lecture. Tree is supposed to be the most advanced data structure available till now, and it is a non-linear data structure because of which the size of data, even if it is increased, it doesn't affect the performance of that tree. And tree is what I we can say that tree is one of the data structure which gives you the faster access or faster searching mechanism of any data, no matter how big the size is. But one thing which we have seen in the past lecture, there we have not bothered about the number of children in every node. So if you need to go for a searching kind of operation, you need to have a peculiar arrangement of tree. So today we are going to see that peculiar arrangement of the tree which is called as binary tree. What we are doing here is we are now restricting the tree or rather the tree node to have only or at the max two children. So the tree whose nodes or elements have at most two children is called as a binary tree. That means that the node of that binary tree can have 0, 1 or 2 children. It cannot have more than 2 children. This will be helping us to make the searching operation better. We call the two children, if any node has two children, we typically name them as left child and right child. Here are few examples of uh, the binary tree. Here you can see this node is having two children. This is its left child, this is its right child. The left child itself is a subtree and right child is a right subtree. Okay, this node also have only two children. This node have two children, and of course the leaf node doesn't have any child. So that is an obvious definition. Here also you can find that. So it is not necessary that all the leaf nodes should be at the same level. Here you can see this is a leaf node and this is a leaf node. Both of them are at different levels. This is also a valid one. But only thing we need to take care in binary tree is every node must have at most, at the max, two children. Okay, it can have 0, it can have 1 or it can have two children. Fine. Here also you can see this particular node is having only one child, only one child. Okay, here also, here every node is having only one child. This is having one left child, this is having a right child, this in turn have a left child. So these are various possible diagrams or various possible examples of a binary tree. Only thing we need to take care is we need to follow that definition of binary tree. Binary tree will have its node having only at the max two children, 0, 1 or two children. So this way the arrangements are done. Let us see what properties we need to follow. And as soon as we arrange the data in a particular manner or we restrict the children to 2 at the max 2, we get many things which are under our control, and that way we can arrange the data so that searching will be faster. Let us see the properties of binary tree. What do you mean by the properties of binary tree? So as I said, many things come in our control, like how many maximum number of nodes should be there, how many minimum number of nodes should be there, how many levels we can create, all these kind of things. So first property of a binary tree we can see is how many maximum number of nodes we can have at a level I. That we'll see. How many maximum number of nodes we can have at a level I. Level means the hierarchical arrangement. Your root is at level 0, then level 1, then level 2, then level 3. So here you can see uh, this is a binary tree with 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 levels. Okay, so we can, this is a complete binary tree where all the nodes are completely arranged and all the nodes have two children except the leaf nodes. So this is called as a complete binary tree. You have all the nodes with two children. It's not like any of the node have only one child. Okay, so this is a leveled structure. This way a binary tree will look, and the number of levels we have are 5 here: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at 0th level we have a root, then this is the first level, second level, third level and fourth level. Okay, this is, now what we can observe here is how many nodes are there in first level, 0th level, that is first level is 0 or 1. Okay, at level number 1 you have 2, then you have 4. So how they are arranged? The root is going to have only two children. Then these two children are going to have 2 plus 2, 4 children. Then those 4 are going to have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Likewise, the level is getting increased. So what way the number of nodes every level is having? The 0th level, level 0 is having one node. Level 2 is having 2. Level 3 is having 4. Level 3 is having 8. Level 4 is having 16. So if I convert it into a binary terminology, you can see all of them are divisible by 2. Most importantly, all of them are power of 2. So how we can build up a relation among the two? How we can build up the relation among the two? What what is the relation between these two? Can I say 2 raised to power 1 is equal to 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 0 is 1? Can I say 2 raised to power, if I am writing 2 here, 2 raised to power 0 is 1. 2 raised to power 1 is 2. 2 raised to power 2 is 4. 2 raised to power 3 is 8. 2 raised to power 4 is 16. Okay. So how can I build up the relation between number of level and total maximum number of nodes it can accommodate are? Level 0 will have number of nodes equal to 2 raised to power 0. Level 1 is going to have number of nodes as 2 raised to power 1. Then 2 raised to power 2, 2 raised to power 3, 2 raised to power 4. So this way we can build up a relationship among the two. Okay, so see, 0 is the power number, 1 is the power number. Okay, so if I know the level number, I can just put it to the power place. So 2 raised to power 0, 2 raised to power 1. So level 1 has 2 raised to power 1 nodes. Level 3 have 2 raised to power 3 nodes. Similarly, what I can have is 2 raised to power I. So ith level is going to have 2 raised to power I nodes. Am I right? Maximum number of nodes the ith level can have is 2 raised to power I. So I can conclude that maximum number of nodes at level I is 2 raised to power I. You can just relate it. Even if I am taking this level 3, 2 raised to power 3, total number of nodes are 8 there. Even if I am just increasing a level after this, so each of them are going to have two children. So how many nodes are there? 16 nodes. 16 nodes, each of them have two children. So next level will be 32. Okay, level number 5, if I am increasing the tree, level number 5, it will be 2 raised to power 5. So this way we can go or we can relate the level number and maximum number of nodes, or maximum number of children, or maximum number of nodes we can have at that particular level. So this is the first property of binary tree. Okay, this way we are making that tree behave in a peculiar way. It cannot have random number of nodes at every level, because ultimately we are using this data structure for certain purpose. That purpose is searching an element. So whenever I try to search the element, definitely I need to have a pattern to search it. That's why we are arranging this data in this manner. Okay, if I am going for the next property, maximum number of nodes with in a tree with height h. If that tree is having height h, then what will be the size is going to have? So I'll take the previous example only. If you can relate, so zero. These are the number of nodes it is having. Okay. So if I'm just, what is the total number of nodes this particular tree is having? So it is 1 plus 2 3 plus 4 7, 7 plus 8 15 plus 16. Total number of nodes it can have is 31. Okay. So this is having total number of nodes as 31. But when I test it with this, okay, this term and this term are going to lead the same. If I'm just putting this into sum, what exactly is this? So it is 2 raised to power 0 plus 2 raised to power 1 plus 2 raised to power 2 and so on. So what is the height of this tree? Height of this tree is 4. So let us say that h is the height of this tree. Okay, h is the height of this tree. So what we are going to have, 2 raised to power 0 plus 2 raised to power 1 plus 2 raised to power 2 plus 2 raised to power 3 plus 2 raised to power 4 plus till 2 raised to power h. That is the way we can have the arrangement. So how many total number of nodes we are going to have? Total number of nodes will be 2 raised to power 0 plus 2 raised to power 1 plus 2 raised to power 2, 2 raised to power 3, 2 raised to power 4 is equal to 31. That's what the calculation we have done. What exactly is this? This is a simple GP series, that is geometric progression series. And you have already studied how to solve that. So what this is going to lead, this geometric progression series is actually going to lead it as 2 raised to power h plus 1 minus 1. Okay, 2 raised to power h plus 1 minus 1. So what is h? H is the height of that tree. Okay, height of that tree. Height of that tree is 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 levels. That's why the tree height is 4. Okay, so this way we can uh, make the arrangement of a tree. So here you can see, if I am just putting the same thing in this example, 2 raised to power h, 2 raised to power 4, 2 raised to power h plus 1 in the power only, minus 1. So it will be 2 raised to power 5, 2 raised to power 5 minus 1, which is basically 32 minus 1, which is 31. Okay, so see, with h is equal to 4, I can get 31. Okay, when I make h is equal to 3, it will be 2 raised to power 4 minus 1. 2 raised to power 4 is 2 raised to power 4 is 16 minus 1 15. So till this point we have only 15 nodes in picture. Even I take this as the level 0, 2 raised to power 0, so that it's that way we can get the answers. So if I am just taking h is equal to 5, it will be, the total number of nodes will be 63. So that way we can have, or we can formalize it as, so total number of nodes, maximum number of nodes of a tree with height h is 2 raised to power h plus 1 minus whole minus 1. So these two formulae you need to keep in mind whenever you are trying to implement a binary tree. Okay, so this binary tree is very important, but we are not going to implement a binary tree, rather we are going to implement in some different format. That format is called as binary search tree. So what makes a binary tree behave like a binary search tree? Of course, binary search tree is it can have at the max two children. Now when we try to convert a binary search tree in a binary tree into a binary search tree, we again impose a constraint. That constraint is the left child is going to have all the smaller values than the parent child, and the right child or right subtree is going to hold all the greater values than the parent node. Okay, so in this case, if I am talking about this particular tree, what will happen here? All these nodes will have value greater than this value, and all these are going to have values smaller than this value. Okay, even it is true for every level. Even if I am considering only this level, even if I am considering only this level, these three nodes are going to have greater value than this node, and these three are going to have greater with a lesser smaller value than this node. So that's a constraint we are imposing. That is a benefit, or rather we are trying to mold the data structure as per our convenience so that the searching operation will be easier and faster. Okay, that only you remember. So what and how we can manage with a binary tree, binary search tree, and what are the different types of binary tree, that we'll see in the next lecture. Thank you very much.